Omo, let's have an honest conversation about Nigeria Super Eagles not making it to the finals of the AFCON 2025. Let me know what you think about their performance, how you feel about the officiating, and also the penalty shootout. Let me know all that down below in the comments. My name is Adam. I'm a Ghanaian. I want to give my honest opinion on the game. So please make sure to like, subscribe, and also turn on notifications. So guys, quickly, let's jump into it. Let's talk about that game. I want to begin with the officiating. I can't believe I'm going to say this as a Ghanaian. The officiating was bad. Daniel Ni Lai, the Ghanaian center line referee, was just wrong on the day on so many occasions. One, with the yellow card to Calvin Bassey. I don't think it was a yellow card. Let me explain. There was a pre-foul before the foul. Calvin Bassey's jersey or shirt was being pulled by the Moroccan player. It was a 50-50 scuffle between these two players. How do you then go on to give one player a yellow card? I felt like it was too harsh. And because of that, he's going to miss the next game. So for me, that was a bad decision in the game. That is not all. All the 50-50 fouls were going in favor of the Moroccans. I don't know if you notice, most of the 50-50 fouls, everything was going, or almost everything was going in favor of the Moroccans, which was not right. As if that is not all, yeah? The yellow cards that happened in that game, or that were issued out in the game, were to Nigerian players. How come no Moroccan player received a yellow card? Because they did things in that game that deserved or that merited a yellow card. Let me explain. When the referee whistles, the Moroccan players were just kicking the ball. Under normal circumstances, that should have been a yellow card. Look at the tackles on Bright Osayi Samuel and also Bruno Onyemeachi. How come the Moroccan players did not receive a yellow card for all those things? Throughout the game, they kept on fouling the Nigerian players, and none of them received a yellow card. So for me, I can't believe I'm saying this as a Ghanaian. The officiating was bad. It was not fair. It was not in favor of Nigeria. It was like everything was going to the home side. Everything was going in favor of Morocco. But the big question is that the reason Nigeria did not qualify for the finals? Because it's not. You can't blame the referee for Nigeria not qualifying for the finals. You can't blame the referee for the way Nigeria played today. Because Nigeria's performance today was the poorest I've seen throughout the AFCON. As much as the referee did not do well, I'm going to repeat, I don't think he's the reason why Nigeria did not make it to the finals. In fact, some of the decisions he took in the game went in favor of Nigeria too. Look at that handball that happened. The ball that hit Calvin Bassey's hand. The Moroccans were calling for a penalty, but the referee said no, and he took the right decision. That particular moment, that particular decision went in favor of Nigeria. That is why I'm saying that as much as things were going in favor of Morocco, he did something also for Nigeria, and most of the things that happened when it comes to officiating did not affect the final result. In fact, wasn't the reason why Nigeria did not qualify for the final. Now, let me talk about performance first and tell you the reason why Nigeria did not qualify for the finals. I'm going to be very honest here, and please, let's have an honest conversation. Remove emotions out of this. Let's just talk. You understand? I felt like today's performance really highlighted the absence of Ndidi. If Ndidi was in this game, I believe Nigeria were going to play better. I bet you that Nigeria were going to play better than what they did today. Nigeria lost the battle in midfield. It's as simple as that. Rafael Onyedika did not fill in the boots of Ndidi. Let's be honest. The performance was not good. Throughout the group stages, you have seen Nigeria played. We have praised them for how they have played, dominated game, and imposed their game on the opponent. For today's game, that was not the case. Morocco was dominating. Morocco was dictating the pace. Nigeria had only one shot on target throughout the game. So this is a game that I felt like, no, Ndidi's presence was really felt. His absence was really felt in the game today. Secondly, the players that Nigeria were relying on, Iwobi, and Ademola Lookman did not come to the party. I think Iwobi was trying his best, but Ademola Lookman, Akwa Adams, Victor Osimhen, they did not come to the party because the Moroccans had a plan for all these players and it worked. It looks like Nigeria played in the hands of the Moroccan. So definitely today's performance was bad, coupled with bad officiating. But it was not the reason Nigeria did not make it to the finals. Nigeria, in fact, had 50% chance of making it to the finals because that game went as far as penalty shootout. And this penalty shootout gave me PTSD. I'm going to be very honest. As someone who supports Nigeria and wants to see Nigeria go very far in football and in tournaments like this, I was surprised Nigeria did not learn from their last mistake, from their last penalty shootout. That was in the World Cup qualifiers against Congo. Penalty shootout, and they failed to deliver. Today too, they did exactly the same thing. Look, this is a tournament. You know definitely this could go for penalties. You should be prepared for moments like this. And once again, players are playing penalties like it is a joke, like nothing is at stake. Look at Samuel Chukwueze's penalty and tell me it is the referee. Tell me it is the coach. You don't need a referee or coach to tell you how to play a penalty. That was one of the poorest penalty I've seen. Samuel Chukwueze's penalty, that was the poorest penalty I've seen. For a goalkeeper or for your goalkeeper to make a save and for you to calmness, it should ginger you, it should even give you the morale to score a goal. But guess what? Samuel Chukwueze missed the chance to give Nigeria a lead in the penalty shootout. Bruno Onyemeachi also did exactly the same thing. You see, Bruno Onyemeachi, it was clear he's not a penalty taker because Bruno Onyemeachi was not looking at the goalkeeper. He was just looking at the ball because he had already made up his mind where he was taking the ball to. And if he had raised his head and looked at the goalkeeper, he would have known that the goalkeeper has already moved to that direction, so he had to change it. But you see, his head was down and he had already made his decision, so he was not even looking in the goalkeeper's direction to see if he had moved or not. So the two penalty missed today, it was just so bad. As much as you want to blame the referee for the officiating and everything, I don't think the officiating that did not go in favor of Nigeria actually affected or is the reason why Nigeria did not make it to the finals. I think Nigeria, the players themselves, should look at themselves and ask themselves, are we doing the right things? Because you can't let penalty shootout be the reason why you are out or you don't achieve your aim. They could have gone to the World Cup if they had done their things right in that penalty shootout. They could have gone to the AFCON finals if they have done their things right in the penalty shootout. I know penalty shootouts, I have 50-50 chance. That's why I said Nigeria had a 50-50 chance of making it to the finals. But penalties are now technical. Unlike before, penalties are 50-50 chance. Now they are technical. People study where players usually put their penalties. People study weak points of goalkeepers. So you train ahead of starting. That's why I said Nigeria did not look like a team that trained for a penalty shootout. So if you're looking for the main reason Nigeria did not qualify for this final, it is because of the penalty shootout. As simple as that. Let's be honest. As simple as that. It is because of the penalty shootout. That is why Nigeria did not qualify for the finals. And now they are going to face Egypt for bronze. I know that is not what they want, but at least you need to take something back home. It's sad. You are going to get the banter and everything. It is fine. But if you go on social media, that is what Ghanaians are going to troll you, because at this moment, Ghanaians gave you their support. And once you don't do that, trust me, people want engagement. They are going to troll you. You get my point? So the big question is, so now who calls Sam? It be the referee or the players? Let me know. Is it the referee? Is it the players? Is it the coach? And one thing I did not touch on is the substitution. I think it is about time Eric Sakushel knows that Moses Simons coming off the bench is not the right thing. He has done it throughout the game. throughout the tournament. It has not worked. So why do you keep repeating the same thing? I don't know if I'm the only one saying this. Moses Simon coming on as a substitute has not worked from game 1 to now. I don't know if the coach did not see it. I would have wished for a better player to impact a game like this. No Moses Simon. Moses Simon could have come later in the game or probably be on bench and bring other players in. It was just clear. Anytime he comes in, he adds no impact in the game for Nigeria. Today when he came in, he only did one move that I was impressed with. Aside that, nothing else. And today, Nigeria's performance was just bad. Crosses were not going through. Passes were not going through. The midfield was a disaster. The only good thing about Nigeria's performance today was Calvin Bassey and also Nwabali. These two players, they stood out for me. Calvin Bassey played so well. And I'm sure after this performance, if teams don't come looking for this player, I'll be surprised. Calvin Bassey is that guy. He played so well. And it pains me for him that Nigeria did not make it to the final. Because Calvin Bassey deserved to be in the finals for the performance. And guess what? Because of that yellow card, he would not have played that final. Oh, because of the yellow card, he would not have played the finals. That is so sad. But the honest truth is, the reason why Nigeria did not make it to the final is because of penalties. And that is the biggest problem for Ghana. And also now Nigeria has adopted the disease. You don't know? Ghana's biggest problem, the reason why we have not won AFCON after 1980 is because of, or 1982 is because of penalty shootout. Go and check. Every time we go to final and there's a penalty shootout, just know Ghana is out. It's as simple as that. World Cup against Uruguay, penalty shootout, we are out. We could have created history then, but we're out. AFCON, out because of penalty shootout. And Nigeria has now taken the whole thing. Like, it's like the way we are matching each other, we do almost things like the same. It is too bad. I was hoping Nigeria could have done better when it comes to penalty shootout. I did not expect this. But then as I asked, so now who caused Sam? Who caused Sam? It be the referee, it be the coach, or it be the players. Let me know. But then this is my honest opinion. I'm not going to lie. Nigeria, I was just praying that they make it to the finals. But then it is what it is. Nigeria has to at least get bronze, get something from this tournament. It is what it is. My name is Adam. This is where I'm going to end it. But then let me hear from you. What you think about the performance, what you think about the officiating, and also the penalty shootouts. Let me know it down below in the comments. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go vibe.